And I think it's I would say, a significant step forward in the domain of education between India and Jordan. And I'm sure there will be many more developments in the future in the field of education. I am also told that right now, Taghi Uni is in contact with Indian School of Business. Is that, yes, if I am correct, Indian School of Business, which is a premier institution. In fact, I was there 2 years ago for a short-term training. I think it was for 2 weeks training. They call it an executive program. And I found it extremely useful. And of course, we had distinguished professors from all over the world, I would say, from different parts of the world. And it was a great learning experience for me. And what we call it a mid-career training program. And I found it very useful. And if there can be such a collaboration between Indian School of Business, Hyderabad, and Taghi Uni, I think it would be a significant step forward. And I take this opportunity once again to thank His Excellency Mr. Abu Ghazaleh for inviting me for this special signing ceremony. And I wish him all the best. I wish all the best to UNITAR, all the best to Taghi Uni, and I'm sure there will be many more such milestones in the future. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Indeed, I'm grateful to you, Your Excellency, for reminding us of the agreement with Amity. And it's the largest private university in India. Yes. And India is slightly larger than Jordan, I suppose. So it is probably larger than the smallest university in Jordan, because we don't want to exaggerate. And I always say this because we need to remind ourselves always of our facts. Sometimes we lose our heads and get carried away by trying to by listening to the statements that we are a central country, a critical country, a crucial country, a very important country in the world. We are not. We're just a country in the world, and there are many more important countries in the world, including India. And it's only wisdom to keep reminding ourselves of this, because if we don't, we will be really working and going off track and losing our sense of direction. A report by the IMF recent report says that the future belongs to countries with large populations, and especially because of the knowledge age, because productivity is per individual and not for the machine nor for any other way of production. So, and already this is evidence to be true, because a UNDP report just been released says that 3 countries, namely China, India, and Brazil, in the year 2020, and that's tomorrow, they will be larger than the output, I'm talking about GDP, of 6 major countries in the world, namely France, Germany, Britain, Italy, Canada, and the United States of America. That's something that we should consider very carefully. If we don't, that's as His Excellency always said, information is power. It is not, if you don't know the right facts and the right information, you are powerless. We have to realize that there is an emerging fact called the future emerging powers. And India is definitely on top of that list. And we are very proud that one of the first partnership agreements we signed was with Amity University. They were very forthcoming, very active, very proactive, in fact, in finalizing the agreement. And we have a lot to learn from India, as I started by saying. And that's why I was very keen on having this distinguished guest, His Excellency, to be with us today to remind us of some facts that we need to know. I'm not saying that great countries like Great Britain, the US, etc. will not be great anymore. But the fact is there are other factors called size of population and output or GDP of countries, which is another important factor. But if we in Jordan, in spite of our small size, can look at an example, and I keep reminding this, and I said this on the Jordanian television, that we in Jordan are the same population as Finland. The same natural resources, no oil, no gas, no wealth. The total output of Jordan is $30 billion for 7 million people. The total output of Finland for also 7 million people is 166 billion. That's what we should be looking at, not to live on words of glory that we are a great country and we want to become a great country. So we look at the countries that are great and try to compete with them if we really want to serve our country, and not just praise ourselves with vacant statements. This has been my mission, and I will continue to do it, and I will continue to remind us that we can be better, and better we can through working with international organizations like United Nations, like British Council, like USAID, and like the many other partners that we work with. This is, if we want to become an important country, this is the road to become important, not by just sleeping over vacant statements of greatness. And I served my country by saying this. And that's my way of serving my country, by reminding everybody about the facts, so that based on the facts we can do what we should do. I thank you for being with us today. Yes, Fadi, please.